Welcome to Banile Harry Speaks channel. Subscribe and like so that you can be part of the forthcoming series. Today we're going to focus on honesty breeds loyalty. That's the subject for this video. Remembering that we have a theme for all our videos, the working together philosophy, because we strongly believe God created us to work together. Anybody who tries to work anything alone will not succeed, and is not in line with what God wanted to see happening on this planet. So we strongly promote working together philosophy. When we work together, we are bound to achieve quite a number of things. There are principles you have to follow to work together. There are principles that we need to adhere to so that our working together must be fruitful. When people join and say we want to work together in unity, no one becomes the boss of the unity. We are all equal and we are all starting on a clean slate. Nobody comes with his baggage from where he comes from into the unity. We start everything from scratch so that we can create a harmony within the group. And that's why we are really seriously promoting that we have to work together. As you listen to us, as you listen to this video, as you view this video, please join us as we are promoting this philosophy of working together. Let's look at the Word of God, what it says to us in the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 4, 9 to 12. As we read it from the New International Version, it reads, 9 says, 2 are better than 1 because they have good return for their labor. 2 is better than 1. 10 says, if either of them falls down, one can help the other up. But pity anyone who falls and has no one to help them up. 11 says, also, if 2 lie down together, they will keep warm. But how can one keep warm alone? And 12 says, though one may be overpowered, 2 can defend themselves. A cord of a strands is not quietly broken. There we go. This is an indication that God's wish and purpose was that you and I must promote kindness. Whatever it costs us, we must promote kindness. Wherever we go, wherever we are, in our families, in our homes, in our workplace, in our environment, everywhere where we go, we need to promote kindness. We need to have love in our hearts. There is no way we can love each other when we don't love ourselves. We have first to love God, love ourselves, and love everybody that we interact with. Respect. We have to respect each other. There is no way we can work together when we don't respect each other. If we really honestly want to work together, then we have to begin to respect each other. Listen to what the other person is saying. Be compassionate about anything that you are doing. Be sincere. Be honest. That's why people who are not honest don't respect other people. Yes, honesty is key to anything, because honesty is capable of developing loyalty. People can speak that we are loyal. Hey, we are loyal to our country. But look at them. Are they promoting kindness? Do they love other people? You see, when you love other people, what you want them to have what you have. Huh? If you want better life, then it's better life for you and for them. It's not better life for you alone, and whatever life they have, you don't care about them. No, that's not it. Respect becomes the master of the ceremony. Honesty is key. And you cannot be loyal when you are not honest. And we must always value each other. Those are some of the principles of working together. And if we say we want to work honestly, we want to act together. That is why we are tonight talking about honesty. It breeds loyalty. That suggests to us that truthfulness, transparency are essential for building trust and fostering loyalty. In the relationship, everywhere where we go, it's capable. When we are honest to each other, then we can be loyal to each other. Whether whether on a personal scale, on a professional scale, honesty becomes key. You know, it's at times hurting when you see God's people not being honest to each other. You know, we cannot give lip service. We have to be really honest. From the bottom of our hearts, we need to be honest. Because if I'm honest, I'll be honest to you. And anything we do, it should be based on honesty. You know, but what are the benefits of being honest? The benefits of being honest. Honesty, the first thing is trust. Honesty establishes a strong foundation for trust. How do I trust you when you are not honest with me? How will a man trust his wife when the husband is not honest to his wife? How will the wife trust the husband if the wife is not honest to the husband? Trust is as a result of test. Never trust anybody if you have never trusted that person, tested that person. So before I can trust you, I've got to test you. So which means I must have worked with you for a number of time, for a certain period of time. What you do, how you behave, your behavior. If it doesn't really, your behavior, your emotional patterns, your thinking, how you do things, how you react, how you behave in different situations, all that, I've got to put you on test before I can trust you. I can trust you because of your honesty. So that's why trust is as a result of you being honest to anyone. Whether we work together in a group, whether we work together at work, honesty is what matters. That is why many governments have failed, because they come together without honesty. It's a pity. It's a great shame to see empires crumbling, to see communities crumbling, to see associations crumbling, and finally to see families crumbling because of lack of honesty. But when we trust each other, we have a lot of things to achieve. Respect and credibility. Those are key benefits of honesty. Respect and credibility. Truthfulness earns respect and credibility. Truthfulness will earn you respect and credibility. If you are a person who is not truthful, don't expect to get credibility from other people. You can't fool everyone all the time. You can fool some people once, but you can't keep on fooling them all the time. There will come a time where they realize that you are not honest, you are not truthful, you are not respectful. And people will not want to associate themselves with those who don't respect them. Open communication helps us to achieve the honesty we aspire to achieve. Honesty promotes open, constructive communication, resolving issues and preventing misunderstanding. That's how open communication will help us. Open communication, that which is honest, will help us to resolve issues and prevent misunderstanding. Reliability is another factor. Consistent honesty makes you reliable and dependable. Consistent honesty makes you reliable and respectable and dependable. It fosters confidence in your words and actions. Don't just be a person who talks things out, but your behavior and the inner self is something or is somewhere else. You can't keep on fooling people. You can fool them once, but they'll realize, there comes a time when they realize that you are not honest. Now let's look at the consequences of not being honest. The consequences of dishonesty. It erodes trust. When we are dishonest, we cannot agree today on this issue, and tomorrow morning you have completely changed from what we agreed on yesterday. Well, this is what's happening in the political arena, unfortunately. People just change every time, change from what they said, and tomorrow they agree, the other day they are no longer there. It cannot be that way. It's causing confusion. It's causing disorder. Dishonesty causes disorder. If you are a person who is out of order all the time, who is dishonest, then you will cause confusion to other people most of the time. Now, deception and lies damage trust, and that leads to suspension and mistrust. People will always be suspicious of you. Whatever you say, they will look at you with skepticism, and all the time they will not trust you. Consequences of dishonesty: it's lack of credibility. You will never be a credible person when you are dishonest. Corruption is dishonesty. It's the highest form of corruption. And that is why when a person is corrupt, nobody will ever trust him for anything. You cannot hold a position of trust when you have been declared corrupt. Because that simply means you are a dishonest person. And nobody will want to associate himself with dishonest person, especially in the leadership. You cannot afford to be dishonest as a leader, because you lose you lose credibility. Because dishonesty, it undermines respect and credibility. Make it harder to regain trust. Mistrust and skepticism. Untruthfulness fosters mistrust, and skepticism creates a toxic environment. Now, those are some of the disadvantages of being dishonest. Because dishonesty breaks down relationships completely. People have divorced today because of their dishonesty. That which was well crafted, that which was growing well, that which had order, the love was in there, the respect was in there, but all of a sudden, one partner decided to be dishonest, and the entire relationship collapses. It's even worse when repeated dishonesty continues. For as long as this continuous dishonesty happens, obviously, relationship collapses. Doesn't matter which relationship. It can be an employer, employee, woman and wife. In any environment, when dishonesty is repeated, then trust collapses. Honesty collapses. Respect collapses. In every situation. It is important that we begin to cultivate loyalty. It must be, we've got to be accountable human beings, understanding that we need by all possible means to cultivate loyalty. Consistent honesty demonstrates truthfulness in words and in action. Consistently upholding honesty. Time has come and time is now that we have to take stock of ourselves. What we do, what we say. At times where we find ourselves in. It's really very important. But of all those things, it doesn't matter where we find ourselves. We need to be honest. In actions, honest in what we do, and people must see us upholding honesty at all times. Transparency is another issue. To share information openly. To share information openly and authentically promoting clarity and understanding. You know, when people ask you, what made you to be what you are today? You have to be honest, honestly tell them the truth. Then somebody will say, but I'll tell them the truth, they're going to be better than me. Then I'll ask, what if they are better than you, what is the problem? Or where is the problem? We have to be honest, honest to each other. By giving advice, by rebuking each other for the wrongs that we do. We have to be honest. And that's the only way we can help build each other. We have to be transparent. Let's share the information without any reservation. Integrity. It's another. Honesty creates integrity. People with integrity are honest, are respectable. Aligned actions with values and principles, showcasing moral character. We have seen people build empires. We have seen people build massive organizations. And disappointedly, at the end of the day, they crumbled and they fell. Because they didn't understand what we do at night will be revealed in the daytime. Integrity. Let's strive to become people of integrity, leaders of integrity. When leaders are not they do not possess integrity, then they will never take us anywhere. Accountability is another thing. You have responsibility, you have accountability. Take responsibility for your mistakes and learn from them. So that you can then demonstrate growth. Take responsibility. If things go wrong and you are part of that team, You must take accountability. Don't play the blame game. Don't play the blame game. Take the accountability. If you send a child to the store, you give him 100 rands to buy you some articles, and the child comes back and says to you, Daddy, they've taken the 100 rands. And he comes home crying. Now, you see, you got to understand, you gave your responsibility to the child, and they've taken the money. So you must take the accountability. But if you can start to rebuke the child for the 100 rand that you lost, then it means you are not an accountable person. Now look at it this way. Then the child says to you, but Daddy, you should have gone on your own to buy that food. What is your response? What would you say to that? What would be your response to that child? Because he's telling you the truth. He's honest. Yes, Daddy, you should have gone on your own to buy that food. If you had gone on your own, maybe they might not have taken the 100 rands. So that child is saying to you, you remain with accountability. You gave me the responsibility, and I honestly went out to execute your responsibility. But things went wrong. Now you don't want you don't want to be accountable. You got to be accountable. Because in the first place, the child is right. You must not have sent the child to the shop. You should have gone there on your own. That's accountability. But everything has got rewards, guys. We have seen honesty. Now let's look at loyalty. What are the rewards of being loyal? Loyalty creates deepened relationships, because honesty will strengthen the bonds, will help to foster loyalty and commitment. We will begin to enjoy long-term partnership. Trustworthy relationships enjoy yielding lasting benefits. On a personal scale, we all grow, because honesty is what makes us grow. Look at dishonest people. They become adult babies because nobody trusts them. Nobody wants to take anything or work with them because of their behavior. Because honesty, it's a feedback that promotes self-improvement, helping you to learn a number of things from each other. That is why when we work together, when we want to live together, when we want to rule together, we better be honest to each other. We better be loyal to each other. Our reputation will be enhanced by our honesty, because honesty enhances your reputation and credibility, and it opens doors to many good things. Today, many people are unemployed because they were dishonest. Today, many people cry for the spilled milk because they were dishonest. Today, many people sit there and they regret why they had to do this and that because they were not honest. My wish and my take is that as you listen to me saying all the things I'm saying, my wish is join hands with us as we work together, exploring the philosophy of working together to promote a new world. you and I, it's our responsibility to promote a new world where everybody is accountable for anything that happens to all of us. That is why in the setup of a family, we always encourage the siblings to understand that they are responsible and accountable to each other. God bless you and keeps you safe as you battle to find in yourself honesty and loyalty. Thank you.